What's up, guys? Welcome to Episode 8. So, I turned all the fans and AC off in my room because they were too loud. So, I need to make this quick before it gets really hot in here because it's summertime. I'm going to be starting the React project in this episode, and we'll get to that. But first, I wanted to go over documentation and the importance of it. Not to teach you guys, but I just want to explain why I'm doing that right now instead of starting a brand new project. So let's jump into that real fast. Alright, I'm going to try and make this as quick as I can to avoid rambling, because I ramble a lot in these videos, but I just got a bunch of work done. I want to talk to you guys about it. So what I've been working on lately is documentation, and basically documentation, if we look on the right side here, it's just a description, a write-up about what you did on your project. And I'll be using this for my Doopian repository on GitHub, and I intend to show employers this, so I wrote it out. And that's basically all it is. It's just a write-up of everything, and the reason you want to have it, for one, which is not super important, but you should have it. It's for you, so you don't forget everything that you did on it. Or if you did forget everything about the project, you can go back and sort of get an idea of what you did, a good starting point, and then you can go into the code and really piece things together. Two, it's if you're looking for a job and people are going to be looking at this, they need to know what it is that you did without having to go through your code, because these are people on the clock. They may not be tech savvy. They may not know how to code. I would hope they would, but I don't know. You don't know who it is that's looking at your stuff. So it's good to have documentation for that reason, just so they don't need to go through the code. And then just think of like the worst case scenario that like someone looking at your code could be in for you. Like, think about it. The person, it could be Friday, 4:59 p.m. Your application is the last thing that they are doing before their amazing weekend, and you don't have any documentation for them on GitHub, and they don't want to go through your code because, I don't know about you, I don't want to, go through just code and piece a whole project together. That would take hours, so it's really important to have this, because if that was me and I was looking at my projects that didn't have any documentation, I would just toss the application in the trash or leave it for Monday, and then you just screw yourself by not having documentation. And Joshua Fluke, that channel, sort of opened my eyes to how important documentation is, so shout out to him. And that's why I've been doing this lately, because so many of my projects didn't have documentation, and I'm just shooting myself in the foot. So, okay, Markdown. Markdown is the language. Well, it's not a language. It's just like a file formatting thing. I don't know the description of it, but it's a way to format files, and it's sort of like HTML. It's like a markup or markdown. I don't know. Anyways, this is how I set up my files here, and I just brief description of the development process. Try and keep it brief. I talk about why I hate MIRC scripting language. I was about to say MySQL. I love MySQL. Then for a Dupebot, I figured a feature section would be nice. Typically, I'd have like a setup section or just like libraries. There's more to this that I can add for sure. I may add libraries after this. Then Forest Knight, that YouTube channel, I've learned a lot about documentation. He always says to put what I learned, especially for personal projects, because you had to have had a purpose for the personal project. So what did you learn? Like, more often than not, you're just practicing and trying to learn new stuff. So what is it that you learned? It's just couldn't hurt to add that. And then future plans, I don't know if he had that in the video that I watched, but maybe I got the idea from him. But I just have been adding this because why not? If the project's not over, let them know what you're planning to do. And I don't know, it's just a great display of like your communication skills, like putting code into words and like I said, if you don't have it, you're sort of screwing yourself. And Markdown is used everywhere on the internet. I see blog posts written in it. I see patch notes for video games written in it. Reddit uses it. Twitch panels use it. It's used everywhere, so it's just something that it's really easy to learn, and I would say it's a necessity for software development, and that's it. So there you go, brief documentation talk, and now let's get to the fun stuff. Let's get to React. I really am excited about this. Hello, I have React boilerplate generated, and we got our project started. Before I get into that, I want to talk about some things that are related to this project and some things that have been bothering me lately. So first of all, if you backspace on the VS Code terminal and there's nothing to delete, it does a loud beep. I'll show you. You hear that? Loud as hell. I hate that. It has scared me through a few of these takes, and I've had to stop it because I don't want to scare you guys, because it scares me and I'm the one doing the backspace. So I need to turn that off. I don't know why VS Code makes noises for that, and it's loud too. But yeah. Secondly, I spend way too much time recording takes. I need to just, accept the fact that I'm going to misspeak and I'm going to, leave things out and go on tangents and ramble a whole bunch. And I've noticed that I'm spending like 10 times the amount of time. Like, to generate this code has taken me like 10 minutes, but to say everything that I want to say to you guys and, say it all nicely has taken me so long that, I just need to stop with like all these takes and just accept one as the final. Even if I mess up, like whatever, I can do some post-production stuff to get it going. So that's number 2, something that I need to work on, because I'm wasting a ton of time recording for this, and I don't want to stop making these videos, but I'd want to get to work. So yeah. But the reason this one's taken me so long is because to record properly is because of a decision that I made on the project. And this is a new project. I haven't talked about what it is that I want to do. Maybe I did in the last one. The last episode, I don't know, but I want to make a Doopian website, so it has all my content, all my social media stuff, my Twitch embed, YouTube, the works, a blog, maybe something else, I don't know. Let me know, like, some ideas for the site. I would love ideas for the site, because then I can make them happen. It'd be great. But yeah, the reason I want to go into this decision is because I'm nowhere even close to caught up on this series, and it's going to take weeks before you guys see this video, so I have to make this decision on my own, sort of, without spoiling anything for you guys. But yeah. So my decision was whether or not I want to make a Doopian website or just a general streamer website that's not personalized to me at all. And the reason for that is I don't want my content to... Sorry about the AC, by the way. I don't want my content to influence like a potential employer negatively. Like, if I look at my content, like the skill is there. Like, I do a lot of like skill-based games and everything. The Super Mario speed runs. I'm really slow compared to most people that speed run the game, but at the same time, it's definitely noteworthy skill. The tricks that I've learned thus far and skips and everything. And then my Guitar Hero content, same deal. I'm not like super top tier, but I'm a good player, and most people would be impressed with my skill. That's all great. I'd love to just show that, but at the same time, I'm very sarcastic. I complain a lot, and just generally I just don't act serious. I just act like an idiot and say stupid shit when I stream, especially Guitar Hero. It's pretty much only my Guitar Hero streams that I say really stupid shit. And so my YouTube videos have me saying a lot of stupid shit in them. There's a bunch of clips of me saying stupid shit. Point is, someone that doesn't know my content, which will be every single one of these employers, will not know that I'm being sarcastic, or not know that, there's a serious side to me that, I'm literally the exact opposite when I'm here talking about this YouTube, when I like the programming stuff and this YouTube channel, like I'm pretty serious, I'll joke a little bit, but nothing crazy. And I don't say anything offensive or push a political agenda or a religious agenda or anything like that on my stream. It's just my sarcasm and my dirty jokes, or just me acting like an idiot and being immature, can be looked at negatively, and it's scary. It still is scary. It's definitely a risk. But at the same time, I think it'll be a good filter for me. Like, I'm going to get ghosted more, probably, if people look at it. And if I do decide to host this website and have a live version of it, they're going to see the live version of it. My content is going to be front and center. They're going to see my stuff. And, yeah, so it's risky. I'm definitely going to go back and, like, make sure that I don't have anything, like, really bad on there. I don't think so. Like, I don't think... Maybe there's something really stupid that I said, like, years ago. And, like, I don't know how far back these people are going to dig. But I'm willing to take the risk, because if someone's going to be that, judgmental, then they're probably not someone that I want to work with anyways, or a place that I'd want to work anyways. And potentially there's a lot of great talking points from that, and it also fills that gap for my employment, because I graduated college and I didn't go into software development right away. Even though I got a computer science degree, I streamed on Twitch, and I spent years streaming full-time and part-time and not really having a direction in life until a few years ago, where I've just been building up my skills and basically self-teaching myself all these new frameworks and everything. Like, I've spent so much time, like, working on Twitch and working on, building myself up with the whole tech stuff, that there's a huge gap in my employment. And, I had a job of like 6 months ago, but yeah, it's still a pretty big gap. It's probably like 7 months now. I don't even know. But yeah, so there's a lot of things that I need to cover, and this could potentially answer some of those questions and fill in the gaps. And along with the cover letter, it'll all make sense. And I think I'm overthinking it. I don't know how you guys feel, but this is going to be a Doopian website. People are going to see it. These employers are going to see it, and I may go back and delete some shit because, I really have nothing that I feel like I need to hide, but you never know. You never know. So, yeah, that's the decision that I've made. And yeah, like I said, I ramble a lot in these. I wish I could condense this down to a few minutes shorter, but I'm not going to waste my time recording anymore. So I'm going to try to avoid any beeps here, because I'm going to type some stuff in the console. And yeah, let's just talk about code now. I got that off my chest, and I just got to own up to my work, because I have to be proud of my stream, because it's it's mine. It's a part of me. It's my hobby. It's what I love to do. It's why I make all these web apps and everything. Like, all my projects are Twitch related. So yeah, I'm owning up to it. We'll see what happens. Anyways, back to the code. So I followed along a crash course to generate this code, and it's just boilerplate. It's really simple. So if you want to make boilerplate React, you can very easily. So install Node.js and Node Package Manager. So both of those things, if you recall from the Sass stuff. So it's how I use Node Package Manager to run Node Sass to compile Sass to CSS. So it's the same thing, basically. What you do is after you install both of those, you make a directory and you go into it in the terminal, and then you type npx create react app dot. And so that, I don't know why it's npx, I'll have to look that up, but create react app is the function that builds the boilerplate, and then the dot is the directory that you want to build it in, and dot in terms of terminal means this directory that we're currently in. So built the directory, not going to make any beeps. There we go, no loud beeps. And then you get all this boilerplate, and it actually works right out of the gate. So what you type is npm start, and I'll show you, hold on. There we go. So I'm going to type npm start, click enter, and this is what you get. It's really cool. It opens a new tab, and boom, there's your React site. And what's awesome is you can edit it, click save, and it auto reloads. So yeah, pretty cool. I didn't know npm was so powerful. And the next thing that I need to learn is, so Node Package Manager is running my React site. It has a local server running for it. I say server loosely because it's not going to have a backend, but it still needs to be hosted. And I need that and Sass, because if you guys remember, the Sass compiler just sort of sits and runs in the terminal too. So I'm going to need to have like multiple terminals going for this to compile Sass and have the site hosted. I was about to say server running, but the site hosted. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. That's where I'm starting. And I don't really know what I'm going to start with, but in the next episode I'll have, I'm going to start really going in on this project. And yeah, I just wanted to say that to you guys and just show you guys around the beginning, very, very, very beginning stages of React. It took me longer to record this 12-minute take, than it did to get to this point in my project. So, yep, that's going to be it for me in this video. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my decision and what you want to see on this site, because it's a Doopian site. I want to share it with you guys and add to it and make it the best that it can be, because I'm not going to stop making content. When I get a job, there may be less content, but I'm still going to make it because I still like streaming and all that. So yeah, please let me know, and hit the bell. And my AC just turned off. Great, good time. Okay, so that's it. I'll see you guys in the next episode, episode 9.